Hello and welcome back to another YouTube video. Hi, I'm Speeder. Okay, it's probably been a while since I have filmed using this camcorder, or in this location. I moved the desk in the bedroom that I've been filming in to the other side of the room, so the window's behind it, because I was doing blank screen videos and I didn't think it'd be an issue until today when OBS decided to malfunction and doesn't want to register that my mic exists, which is fun. So I really wanted to film anyway, so I'm here. And I realized, oh, I actually have to look semi-presentable. That's the first time that's happened in a while. I mean, I don't look like super presentable still because I literally just woke up, but I'm here. Anyways, if you haven't seen the title of today's video, I'm going to be doing another episode of the side character tournament. This one is Annabeth Chase from Keeper of the Lost Cities versus Biana Vacker from... Annabeth Chase from Percy Jackson and the Olympians, gosh, and the Heroes of Olympus, and Biana Vacker from Keeper of the Lost Cities. Anyways, yeah, this is still a little weird. I'm trying to film a bunch of videos in advance, especially for summer, because it's like mid-May right now. This is next week's video I'm filming. I've already posted this week's video because it's Saturday today. Currently uploading my Keeper the Movies video for today. If you've been semi-up-to-date on my gaming channel, you would know that I did get sick. I got the flu, so if I cough a little bit, sneeze a little bit, that's why I still have the remnants. It's been like a week and a half since I got over it, mostly. Anyways, so, yeah. If you haven't seen a side character tournament video before, basically how it works is I will take two of my favorite side characters and compare them with the traits, their importance to the story. So, how important are they to the story? Clearly. Their relationship with the main character, whether that's a friendship, more than friendship, rivalry, they're enemies, right? How realistic is the side character, because there's a surprising amount of side characters that aren't super realistic, and also a surprising amount that are really realistic. Yeah. And finally, the least important and most important point on this judging system is my own personal preference. So this is round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. This is round 10 of the side character tournament. There will be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more rounds of the side character tournament. Yeah, so previous rounds, since we are in the technical round 2, but also round 10, I don't really have a separate name. Maybe this is a bracket? I don't know. Whatever. So, the first round was Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter versus Lynn Song from Keeper of the Lost Cities. Lynn won. Then it was Dex Disney from Keeper of the Lost Cities versus Fred Weasley from Harry Potter. Dex won. Then it was Nico D'Angelo from Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Heroes of Olympus, and the Trials of Apollo, though I probably didn't include the Trials of Apollo because I probably hadn't read it at that point, and I am currently on book 4 now. I haven't read book 4 yet. I've read through book 3, because I'm currently reading The Hunger Games, which I'm almost done with. So then it was, and then versus Annabeth Chase from Percy Jackson and the Olympians and the Heroes of Olympus. Annabeth won. Then it was Tam Song from Keeper of the Lost Cities versus Biana Vacker from Keeper of the Lost Cities. Biana won. Then it was Imogen from The Ascendants versus Keith Sensen from Keeper of the Lost Cities. Keith won. Then it was Hermione Granger from Harry Potter versus Leo Valdez from The Heroes of Olympus and the Trials of Apollo. Hermione won. Then it was Holt from Ranger's Apprentice, The Royal Ranger, Early Years, and I don't think he's in Brother Band, but I don't know, versus Ginny Weasley from Harry Potter. Holt, surprisingly, won. Then it was Roden from The Ascendants versus Jason Grace from The Heroes of Olympus and the Trials of Apollo. Roden won. And our most recent round was Lynn's Song from Keeper of the Lost Cities versus Dex Disney from Keeper of the Lost Cities. Dex won. And this round, like I said at the beginning of the video, is Annabeth Chase from Percy Jackson and the Olympians and the Heroes of Olympus versus Biana Vacker from Keeper of the Lost Cities. So yeah, how the first round worked, I didn't just pair them in a specific way. I used a random number generator to create the original pairings, and then just however they matched up afterwards. So whoever wins this round will go up against Dex Disney in the semifinal. Semifinal? I don't know. Semifinal, I guess. Anyways. And then our next 2 rounds will determine the other pairing in the semifinal. But I think we've talked for long enough. I'll give announcements for what the next videos will be at the end of the video, as I always do now. Except for with my Minecraft videos, which they're just random Minecraft videos that I release. They're not actually anything. I didn't release any Breath of the Wild this week because Wednesday was interesting, so I just uploaded a Minecraft video and just called it good, but it was just kind of a backup. Anyways, so, yeah, let's get into this. We'll start with Annabeth, then do Biana, and then do comparison time. Yeah. So, Annabeth, her importance to the story. So Annabeth is not in the Trials of Apollo, at least to the point that I have. Oh, by the way, this video will contain spoilers for Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Heroes of Olympus, potentially a little bit of Trials of Apollo, and all of Keeper of the Lost Cities. Just so you know. Ow. Gosh. My fingernails are sharp. I need to clip my fingernails. I haven't done that for a while. Anyways. Okay. Yeah, so, Annabeth's importance to the story. As far as I know, she's not in Trials of Apollo, though she could be in the last 2 books. Though I just don't know. Percy was in the first book, but we've only had a mention of Annabeth in the first book. So, yeah, I don't know. She's not exactly a main character anymore, and I did technically qualify her as a side character. And she was a side character in Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and then became one of the 7 to 9 main characters of Heroes of Olympus. But I'm still going to count everybody except for Percy and Apollo as side characters, just because it's easier for me. Because Heroes of Olympus has so many technical main characters. And I guess you could say that Percy and Jason are the main characters, but then so would be Piper and Leo and Frank and Hazel, and yeah, it's just, yeah, it's a little confusing, so I'm just saying Percy and Apollo are the ones I'm counting as main characters. The other ones I count as side main characters. Because I'm not really counting Heroes of Olympus to have a main character. Because it really doesn't. It just has a bunch of main characters. Yeah, so technically Annabeth is a main character in the Heroes of Olympus, but I'm just going to count her as a side character. Obviously, this makes her very important to the story, though. In the first Percy Jackson series, the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, the one we all read either first or second, depending on Kane Chronicles, I don't even know. Oh, by the way, I am so glad that we have more casting announcements for Percy Jackson, the TV show. I adore all 3 of these casting choices for the main trio. It's absolutely amazing. And, I mean, I haven't seen any of them in anything, because I haven't seen any of the stuff that they're in. I don't even know if Grover's in anything else. I think he is, though. I don't know, though. But I definitely love the pick for Percy, and Grover is literally how I imagine Grover. And Annabeth, I cannot wait to see how that goes, because I think that it's a great choice. Fight me. Anyways, so, yeah. Annabeth. Her importance to the story in Percy Jackson and the Olympians is pretty big. She's part of the technical main trio, though Grover's gone quite often, so he's part of the main trio, but also not. And I want to see more of him in the TV show. Like, please give me more Grover. I beg of you. He's like the Dex of Percy Jackson. It's like the author sometimes forgets about him. Please give me more Grover in the TV show. Please, I beg of you. Especially because this guy looks exactly how I imagined Grover. Just saying. Anyways. Sorry, I'm like overly excited about that. Okay, so yeah, Annabeth's importance to the story in Percy Jackson and the Olympians is pretty big since she is part of the main trio. She's in book 1. She has the "you drool in your sleep." Always gotta mention it. Her and Percy are, romantically involved. All of that. She's very important to the story. She is basically the big plan person. She is kind of the mom of the group. I don't know exactly how to say how important she is, but she's extremely important. And yeah, she's even more important in the Heroes of Olympus, where she's basically the captain of the Argo too. And she is one of the 2 people who's representing the Tartarus storyline in book 4, House of Hades, which was heartbreaking, by the way. Yeah, she's kind of always there and always playing a part. She always has a good snarky comment or a good plan up her sleeve or some kind of combat assistance thing. She's pretty much always there if she's not mentioned. She's the only thing that Percy remembers when he loses his memories, which is crazy. And yeah, she's always there, and she's always playing a very important role, no matter where she is. Except for Trials of Apollo, but, I mean, no one's really playing an important role in that one, except for, 3 characters. So, yeah. But I'm glad that we got more Grover in Trials of Apollo. That was... Thank you. This is just fan service. Grover's my favorite. I'm just saying. I mean, he didn't make it into my side character tournament, but I love him. Anyways. Okay, let's just move on to Annabeth's relationship with the main character. Percy and Apollo, but she has literally no relationship with Apollo, so I'm not even gonna talk about that. I mean, she technically kind of does when he's, not a main character, just a god who's there. But, anyways, her relationship with Percy. So, they start out as kind of rivals, then they turn into friends, and then, obviously, we have it's the rivals to friends to lovers trope, which is always great. She is always able to share a joke with Percy, always willing to share pretty much anything with Percy, and they're, my favorite ship of all time in books, except for maybe Sokeef. Yeah, I just love them so much, and they have a great relationship that I think is actually pretty healthy, which is not often something that you see, actually. They have a pretty healthy relationship, and it's just good. She has a good relationship with Percy and is healthy, and she's great. Her realisticness. Annabeth, I think, is a very realistic character, and we actually get to see a lot of her in these books. For example, in Sea of Monsters, we get to see her fatal flaw and the things that go through her mind. We get to see that she's literally holding the weight of the world in Book 3 of Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Titan's Curse. And I'm just like, she has realistic emotions, she has a well thought out personality that is consistent, and she's just a good, well thought out, extremely realistic character. And I love her. Moving on to Biana. Man, this is gonna be a hard one. I'm just saying, because I love both of these ones. Both of these characters. They're probably my favorite side characters from their respective series. Besides maybe Keith in this one. Yeah, I just, Keith is my favorite of all time. But Biana's like a very close second. In fact, I think I might like her more than I like Sophie, who is the main character of Keeper of the Lost Cities. It might also be the same for Annabeth. I think I might like her a little bit more than I like Percy, but at the same time not. But at the same time I do. I mean, I technically ranked the 7 plus Nico, and Percy won that, and she didn't, but that was because of power level only. Because she literally has, like, no power other than her intellect, which is extremely powerful, but she doesn't actually have, like, demigod powers. Anyways, moving on to Biana. Like I said, I've also heard it pronounced Biana, but I just like Biana better. So I'm gonna stick with that. Yeah, so, her importance to the story. Biana is on and off important. At the beginning of the series, she's a little bit less important, other than the fact that she's becomes one of Sophie's first friends. And after their rivalry for a little while, they become some of the best friends in the series, and in fact, I actually may consider her more of a best friend to Sophie than Dex. So, yeah, I just feel like they would make a better best friend pairing. Maybe because I like Biana more than I like Dex, which may affect the next round if Biana wins this, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, Biana, on and off important to the story. She's one of Sophie's first friends after their rivals for a while. Like I said, in Book 6, she goes off and attacks, I think she attacks Vespera, though it may have been someone else. I don't remember exactly, but, and then she gets the scars and everything, and I'm just like, wow, okay, you immediately went from like, okay, you're pretty cool, I like you, you're a little too girly for my taste, but I like you, from you are my favorite to you are my favorite character of all time. Like, I love you. Thank you for being who you are, Biana. You are absolutely fantastic, and you deserve the world. Anyways, so yeah, she's on and off important, but she's pretty much always there for Sophie after they become friends, and she's also there for Fitz, though I don't like Fitz, but she's a supportive sister, and I like that. And she's often involved in the battles. She's a vanisher, so she has some value to their battles with being able to sneak up on people. She often follows them into battle without permission, which is also great. Just because she's Biana. I can't always forgive Keith for that one, but when it comes to Biana, I'm just like, okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I just love her. And she's, like I said, on and off important. She's involved in a lot of stuff, and she's also not involved in a lot of other stuff. Unfortunately, she's not a part of, like, the main 4 in the first book, which was kind of Sophie, Fitz, Keith, and Dex. Dex kind of drifts off and she kind of replaces him a little bit, which I'm not sure I 100% like, but I do like her better than I like Dex, to be honest. But, yeah. I don't really have much else to say. She's kind of on and off important. Though more important than she is not important. As for her relationship with the main character, like I said, I think that she would make a better best friend to Sophie than Dex would. But at the same time, like, let's just have them all be a trio of best friends. That sounds good to me. Fitz can go do whatever he wants, and, you know, Sophie and Keith can be together, and these 3 can be a trio. Maybe Fitz can go hang out with Tam. Though then again, I wouldn't want to put Tam through that. I'm sorry. I'm a big Fitz hater. I'm so sorry. For all of you Fitz fans out there, I am so sorry if I offended you. If I could see the dislikes on this video, there would be many. And all of you would be Fitz lovers. Anyways. Yeah, so Biana's relationship with the main character, I think, is pretty good. I mean, she starts out as a good rival to Sophie that I actually liked their rivalry, and when it became a friendship, I also liked that. I didn't like the fact that it was originally kind of forced by Della, but I did like the fact that she eventually came to love Sophie, and I love them as friends, and it's good. I think they have a good relationship that evolves from a rivalry / enemies to good friends, and I like that. As for Biana's realisticness, I think she's pretty realistic for kind of a girly yet very fierce teenage girl. That's just what she is. I don't think that we see as much in depth into her emotions as we see with Annabeth, but she's still a very realistic character who I love very much. Comparison time. Alright. Importance to the story. I think this one, unfortunately, very clearly goes, or maybe not unfortunately, I don't know, very clearly goes to Annabeth, who is always there and always doing something important, whereas Biana isn't always there and isn't always doing something important. As for relationship with the main character, again, I'm going to have to give this one to Annabeth because I just love her and Percy with all of my heart. And I just think that they are very good together, and I think that they both deserve the world. I mean, Percy got 2nd place in the main character tournament. So, yeah. As for realisticness, I'm again going to have to give this one to Annabeth, because we just see more in-depth into her emotions in the Percy Jackson series than we see into Biana. Because Biana's a little less front and center than Annabeth is. As for personal preference, this one is a tie. I love them both equally. Annabeth may have a slight advantage, but I'm just gonna have to say it's a tie because I just can't say one's better than the other. But it is a 3 wins and a tie, which means that this round's in a landslide goes to Annabeth Chase from Percy Jackson and the Olympians and the Heroes of Olympus. That's that. Annabeth has won, which means that in 3 rounds, she'll go up against Dex. Okay, so at the end of all of my videos nowadays, I announce the next 4 videos for each of my channels, or the next 4 weeks worth of videos. I'm actually going to drop the, no, I'll still involve it. Never mind. Scratch that. I said nothing. Filming, just so you know. Anyways, so for my next 4 videos for this channel, I will be doing the next 4 rounds of the side character tournaments, which will be Keith versus Hermione, Holt versus Rodin, Dex versus Annabeth, and then whoever the winners of the next 2 rounds will be, either Keith or Hermione going against either Holt or Rodin in the 4th and the second round of the semifinal. So yeah, only 5 left in the side character tournament. Anyways, so yeah. As for Keeper of the Movies, my next 4 videos will be the Dragon Prince Season 3 Episode 2 review, the Dragon Prince Season 3 Episode 3 review, the Dragon Prince Season 3 Episode 4 review, and the Dragon Prince Season 3 Episode 5 review. So all Dragon Prince review videos. That'll be what it is until I finish Season 3 of the Dragon Prince. And then I have a special in-between video, and I actually forgot to add in all of my other extra Dragon Prince videos in that list, so I'm going to have to do that and revise my brackets on videos. I'm going to have to do that after I finish this. And then I'll watch the Dragon Prince Season 3 Episode 2 and do a review on it. Hopefully. Hopefully I can get my mic settings fixed and go back to the way I like to do things, where I don't have to look decent to make a video. Like, I have made so many videos where I am wearing a extremely dirty jacket, have no glasses on, and my hair is like still completely bedhead, hasn't even been brushed. I still need to take a shower. My hair is kind of oily right now, so it still looks bad, but it doesn't look as bad as my bedhead, which is really bad. But I often film in bedhead. But not today. I may continue to use this camcorder for Keeper of the Books, but I really want to go back to the blank screen kind of with Keeper of the Movies, and obviously I can't use this for Keeper of the Games. Luckily I have a backlog. Speaking of which, the next 4 weeks of videos for Keeper of the Games are just Breath of the Wild videos, and maybe the occasional Minecraft if I can get my mic working, though I do have 1 backlog of Minecraft. So yeah, anyways, that is all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, thank you very much. Yeah, instead of having this, we have a small upgrade. Instead of having this camcorder on top of a bunch of books, it's on top of a box now. Yay! Anyways, that is all I have for today. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.